Here we come. 1. Blast off. No what?
I'm going to make you wait.
You're going to make me wait?
Keep talking. I'm going to make you wait.
I'll shut up now.
Can you shut up now?
I think they're waiting, yeah.
Okay, you think they're waiting now?
They're probably waiting
They're
now.
probably waiting now. Hey!
Hi.
Everybody, Alicia's having too much fun. Sorry about that.
Always.
Welcome to Live from the Owl's Nest. My name is Jamie.
I'm Alicia.
And together we're Royal Wise, computer software training and support, specializing in QuickBooks Online, Microsoft Office, and all things Apple. So lots of good fun stuff to talk about this week, this bi-week, this whatever. Semi-monthly.
Right.
So why don't we get started with you? What's happening over there in the QuickBooks world?
Well, before we get to the QuickBooks world, I just want to show off my new long sleeve Royal Wise t-shirt.
Ooh,
Thanks to Corporate Innovations and my cousin Sherry, we have brand new long sleeve shirts so that when it's all cold up here in my office, I don't go shivery. So I'm very happy about that. So thank you, Sherry. In my next amount of news, I'm excited to announce that I did make Insightful Accountant's top 200 pro advisors again this year for the 6th year in a row. I've made it into the top 100 the past 3 years. Last year I was in the top 10, and this year, it would be really super cool to be in the top number 1. So if you're watching this and I have helped you with your QuickBooks and I have helped you learn how to run your business, if you would be so kind as to vote for me, I would absolutely love that. Take a look in the comments below for the link to vote. You can vote for up to 3 pro advisors, and the list is absolutely full of people that I know and love dearly. I wish I could vote with all of my email addresses, but I know that they would probably disqualify me, so I'm not going to do that. So congratulations also to all of my other friends who also made the list. It's well deserved. You were all superstars. How about you? What do you have going on?
You know what? Not a lot of stuff's happened in the Apple world. The only thing I really want to mention right now is that they did announce the Worldwide Developers Conference is coming up June 6th through June 10th. It is 1 week. It is virtual mostly. They are going to be doing an in-person keynote speech, and they're inviting some developers and also some scholarship winners from colleges to come and see the keynote. Of course, I'll be watching the keynote virtually, and I'll definitely report on what we hear about Worldwide Developers Conference as often when they're going to be announcing the new version of iOS for the iPhone, new iPad OS for the iPad, and the new Mac OS for iPad, laptops, desktops, and that kind of stuff. So then we'll find out what the new Mac OS is. We're on Monterey right now. What will it be next time?
Dun, dun, dun.
So looking forward to that. Other than that, it's just slow and steady with Apple, putting in new computers, helping people migrate data, and solving email problems. So that's kind of where my world is at. How about yous?
One of the things that is happening when you log into your QuickBooks file, you will notice that your new vendor experience is changing. Now, instead of being a box with all of their details in the middle of the screen, you're now going to see it in a column over on the right-hand side, which makes it more consistent with new products and services and some of the other windows. So take a look for that. I don't think you're going to be that shocked by it. The functionality is not any different. It just looks better. So keep an eye out for that in a QBO file near you. And then give me a drum roll. I had another big one. Yeah. QuestivaConsultants.com, the QBO textbook that I have been working on for coming up on a year, like within a couple weeks, is now available for use in your classroom. So there's 2 different versions of the QBO textbook. There's the fundamentals book and the complete book. The fundamentals has all the QuickBooks features for your daily use up through running reports. The complete book also includes inventory, payroll, year-end transactions, job costing, and the project center. And it's been absolutely a labor of love. I've worked over 700 hours on these 2 books. And so if you are a teacher in a classroom or a student at a school, these are books that you can use in your classroom. So if you are a teacher, head over to QuestivaConsultants.com and take a look at the books. You can get a free sample copy if you are an instructor at an accredited academic institution near you. And then I am working really hard to bring this book out to public as well. So you should be able to buy it on Amazon, hopefully by June. So everybody can learn QuickBooks step by step by step. Click here, type this, click over here, type that, press save.
You make it sound so much fun, like so much fun.
That's kind of what I try and bring to the game.
There
I
we
don't
go.
want
I love
accounting
it.
to be boring.
I love it.
Yeah.
Whoever said accounting was boring?
Accountants aren't boring, that's
No,
for
no.
sure, once you get to know us. What else you got?
You know what? Let me think. Classes coming up. That's where
yeah,
I'm at.
classes.
I'm in the middle of a series of classes. Last week we did our iPad, iPhone, all the basics course, where we basically talk about all the basic fundamentals of your device. If you missed that class, you can still buy our bundled 3 series and get that video. The on-demand video is already up and running, I believe. This week is our second level, which is called Navigating Apps using Dictation and Siri. So we're going to learn about how to move within different apps on the iPhone and the iPad, and also how to leverage Siri and Dictation to be more functional and more productive. And then next week is our level 3, which is the camera and the Photos app. And so the camera, with all the new hardware that's been coming out in the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 13, with the wide angle and the ultra wide angle and the night view and the night, all this stuff. We're going to be learning what all the new little icons and buttons inside the camera app do, and how to control and navigate through all that. And then when I take a picture, where does it go? How do I organize it? So what's the Photos app, and how to get all those hundreds of thousands of photos and videos on your phone organized in a quick and easy way so you can find things you're looking for. So again, you can buy each class individually, or if you want to buy the bundle, come and watch all of them, come live, watch them on demand, whatever you like.
I'm particularly fond of the class that has Siri in it. You know what Grace asked me the other day? I have my 14-year-old daughter. My 14-year-old daughter.
Our daughter.
Said was listening to me dictating on my phone. She's like, "Do you ever type when you text?" I'm like, "No, I dictate literally everything. I never sit there and go to send any text messages or Facebook posts or anything. I always dictate."
Even if you're trying to sleep next to her, she'll still dictate.
Hey, I've stopped doing that. I'm so much better now. Although you may hear me type on my iPad. Sometimes I wonder about waking you.
No comment.
No comment.
You were saying about Grace.
So Grace realized that there's a difference between the way experienced computer users versus kids use interact with their technology, and it was neat to see that. Like, it never occurred to her to actually just say what she had to say. Kids are so used to typing everything these days. You know, they don't pick up the phone if you call them. They don't call their friends ever, and so it's kind of neat to see the generational changes happening there. I much prefer dictating, although it's funny because I'll be like, I'm used to saying, Jamie, comma, can you get me a glass of water? Period, ? And then if I'm leaving an actual phone message, sometimes I do that in my phone messages.
I've heard a few voicemails with dictation punctuation in there.
Yep.
So that's like when I'm teaching my class and I mention location services and how the question it asks sounds a little Big Brother-ish, right? Can I use your current location? Very much sounds like Big Brother. But when I talk to the kids these days, they're all like, I love that TV show. And I'm all like, read a book, right? That's not the Big Brother we're talking about. Kids these days.
And we need to 1984 them.
Who knew? Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to Animal Farm them or 1984 them or any of that stuff. But that's my classes. Do you have any classes?
I have just one class coming up. I am finishing off my Excel series in March, April, and May. I did an introduction to Excel class called Learn Excel in 3 Hours Flat. And then I did intermediate Excel, where we talked about VLOOKUPs and logic functions and all kinds of cool text functions that you can do in Excel. And then I'm finishing it off the first Wednesday in May. I think it's May 2nd. It's either May 2nd or May 3rd. Jeff, feel free to pipe up if you can tell me. And I'm going to be doing pivot tables and dashboards. And so with pivot tables and dashboards, what that is taking lists of information that you have in Excel, like all of your customer sales or all of, that's a good example. For instance, if you have a whole list of customer sales, you can drag all the customer names into the left column and all of the products across the top, and then it'll calculate how much you sold. It's on May 4th. May the 4th be with you. So I will teach you how to do pivot tables and how to turn the pivot tables into pivot charts so that you can build your own dashboard. So if you're an Excel user, this is a really indispensable tool for being able to analyze your data in seconds instead of making complex formulas.
Look
to
at that. You
figure
make
it all out.
spreadsheets sound as fun as accounting. That's amazing.
That's what I bring to the
really,
table.
I love that.
That's why you
That's
work with
really,
me.
that's really great. I want to make a chart now. I don't know what a pivot table is, but maybe.
Well, come on the class.
Yeah, maybe I
on
take
May
that
4th.
class. There we go.
Yeah. So if it's on May 4th, and May the 4th be with you, maybe I'll wear my Princess Leia
A little Star
outfit.
Wars Excel class. Why not?
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, that's what's happening here at Royal Wise. We hope you guys are happy and healthy out there. Spring is springing, or has sprung, or I don't know. We had snow last week. All of the flowers came out, and then the snow came and made them all go. Meow. So we're recovering from that. But you guys have a great spring. I'm Jamie.
I'm Alicia.
We're Royal Wise, and we will
see you in class.
see you next time in class, guys.